Agendarune. Now you come to the video to understand what Agendarune is. Agendarune is like another form of media. Agenda piece. It's basically about pushing your own agendas, but in One Piece. Most famous example of this is Mihawk Upscale. Now, that's a little off topic. Let's get to the main topic of this video, which is Agendarune. But I will specifically be talking about the main point of Agendarune. The main point of Agendarune is exposing the Knight for being a fucking fraud. We start off chapter 1 with Fraudulent Knight. I will explain to you why the Knight is a fraud with 3 pieces of evidence. The first piece of evidence that the Knight is a complete and utter fraud is that they can't do anything outside of cutscenes. Supposed to be hyped up as the final boss, the strongest thing you can see in the Dark World. And yet, despite them being the strongest thing in the Dark World, they are still, somehow, getting single-handedly cooked by the Fun Gang. If you're no-hitting the Knight, Chris has to cough and tell him like, hey bro, wrap it up, we're getting fucking fried. Chris has probably told the Knight how they fight, what they fight with. And despite that, he's still losing a sword clash with Barney, who has a fucking hairbrush. The Knight's a fraud. You can't tell me he's not a fraud for that. Not only did he lose the clash, but then his sword breaks. Your sword breaks? That's like supposed to be the strongest thing in the verse, and it still breaks. You're a fraud. Now on to evidence number 2, chapter 2 of why the Knight is a fraud. He's fucking scared of Susie. He or she is scared of Susie. And we know this. You know why? Because when they find the Knight in chapter 4, right, Susie starts just letting the Rude Busters go. Just fucking has it on a switch, just gunning the Knight down. The Knight is seeing this and he's like, wow, oh my god, it's fucking base Susie. I don't know if I can deal with this, right? And then he gets really scared, right? When Susie exposed the Knight for only being able to beat them in the Dark World, he's laughing, but it's a nervous laugh. He's shitting his pants right now. And because he's so scared, instead of just fighting the Fun Gang again and swooning them, I mean, he could have done the same thing, right? But he realized Susie would have predicted it that time. So what he does is that he spawns literally the thing that's supposed to end the world. You know how like the prophecy talk about how like Titans are going to end the world? Yeah, he spawns that in instead of just fighting the kids. Now on to evidence number 3. He's getting fucking fraud checked by Undyne right now. I'm telling you he is. Instead of getting Toriel and Undyne, he just says, fuck it. I'm not going to fight Undyne here and, you know, just get Toriel. I'm just going to pick up Undyne and leave. You know how fraudulent that is? If he was really that strong, why didn't he just beat up Undyne and then take Toriel and take Undyne? He knew that if he stayed there to fight, he was going to get fraud checked by Undyne in front of everybody. And then the Fun Gang was gonna wake up and fraud check him. And then Chris was gonna have to tell the nigga like, hey bro, you're gonna have to start another cutscene or bring another Titan in. Otherwise, we're cooked. And these are the 3 reasons why the Knight is a fraud. Chapter 4, the secret evidence. The secret evidence is that Gerson is him. Like, I know this has nothing to do with like the Knight being like a fraud and everything, but like, we're talking about Agendarune here, bro. Gerson is him. He's literally him. There's no other way to describe it. Gerson is him. So not only did he teach Undyne, which is the person that is fraud checking the Knight right now, he also taught Susie, which is also another person who is fraud checking the Knight. He taught 2 people that are fraud checking the Knight. Not only that, but you know that Titan that's supposed to like destroy the world ever? Who gives a fuck? He's a dead old man. Like, the Knight is so scared of Gerson coming back. That's why he spawned the Titan. Not only was he scared of Susie, but he's like, if I fight these kids, maybe Gerson will show up and try to fight me. And I'm not trying to die. I gotta go. So he spawns in the Titan to run away from Gerson. Just for Gerson to then solo the Titan and then go back to sleep. And in chapter 5, when he gets fraud checked again by Susie. And then in chapter 6, he gets fraud checked again. And in chapter 7, he reveals himself as or I don't know. I don't know who the knight is. I think it's like Des or maybe her dad or something. I don't fucking know, right? But when they expose themselves, right, they're gonna get fraud checked again because they're fucking fraud. The knight is a fraud. Subscribe for more Agendarune knowledge.